Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to the Women Who Collab. Today I am partnered up with Nightmare Bliss, and she chose the Artemis palette out of my collection. This is called Artemis. It's from Alter Ego. And so anyway, here's all the pretty shades. And the one she chose for me is Entice, Catch, that really pretty shimmer, Snare, that really pretty reddish orange, and then these two down here, Lure and Conquer. And you'd think that Lure is going to be darker than what it shows up on the swatches, so let me just show you the swatches real quick. And it's not as dark as you'd think it would be. So there's the swatches, really pretty earth tones, there's that pretty orange, and then this bright shimmery red, and then that bright shimmery gold. So I'm just gonna put them right here on my hand so you can see how that they transfer. And I'm not sure exactly what I wanted. It's so easy for me to just kind of like fall into a pattern of doing things the same way every time, but I'd kind of like to do something different today. But anyway, that shade that I was talking to you about is that one right there, which is actually lighter than the transition color. It's a cooler tone. And so anyway, let me get me a wipe here, and we're going to get started. I think I'm going to do my eyes first today. There's not much fallout in this palette or anything like that. It's just that I'm going to just stop the video one time and, you know, get everything else done when I pause the video. So, but there's the swatches, and let me just kind of clean it up a little bit here. Really super pretty, warm, neutral look. I love this kind of a look. That red is just jumping out at me today. So I really would like to kind of showcase that. So let's just get into it. So I'm going to start out with a great big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into that let's see here. How am I going to do this? I'm going to go into this red color here called Snare. It's a nice, beautiful matte. Pretty pigmented, but it'll give me a really nice wash of color. And I guess it would help if I put some eyeshadow primer on, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm going to use this one from Beauty Crop called Stuck On You. I really like it. So we'll just get that on the eyes, and then we'll go for it. That's quick and easy. I just wanted to do a really beautiful eyeshadow look. I wanted to do something different than what I normally do. It'd be easy for me to just, you know, put the red shimmer on the outside of the lid, but I don't want to do that today. I want to do something different. So we're going to start with this really pretty orange. I'm just going to pop that right in the crease. And I really want to do something kind of bright and out there today. So this will be a good base. And I'll do one eye on camera and one eye off. So I'm just going to build that up just a little bit more. And I'm using a fluffy brush because it smokes it out a lot better and just diffuses it. Alright, we'll come back to that in a minute. Now I'm going to go in with, let's see, I think I'm going to go in with that shade called Entice. That kind of a goldish color right there. And that's a beautiful matte as well. And I'm going to pop that on the lid. And just a little bit here in this inner third. Just to kind of blend up into the orange. And I don't want to be shy today with the color. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right, let me set that brush aside. Let me find another one. I want to find a brush that I can use. That light color, it's called Lure. That one right there next to the red, it almost has like a peachy cast to it. I really like it. Anyway, I'm going to use that up here above the red, or the shade Snare, I should say. And it's not these shadows right here there's different formulas, and even though this looks like a matte, it has kind of a sheen in the pan, but it's got like this buttery, creamy, almost like a cream formula to it, but it does dry down. It's not really wet, but anyway, it's just a unique kind of a formula. So that just blended that out really, really good. Okay, so I'm going to let that be. And then I'm going to take this fluffy brush right here, this little bitty one, and I'm going to go into that red shade called Conquer. And I'm going to load that up, and I'm going to use that out here in this outer V. And we're going to just kind of deepen this section up. Love this shade. Oh my gosh, this shade is like so stunning. So I don't want to be shy with it. Okay, we're just blending that into what we've got laid down. Okay, and now I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to go into that pretty gold. It's called Coach. And we're just going to pop that right here on the inner part of the lid. And let that go over to meet the red. Wow. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll have to take some close-ups. Alright. Now I'm going to grab this other brush right here, and we're just going to do a little, just a little more blending, and just kind of smooth those edges, and using that shade Lure. Okay, I got a little bit of fallout, so that's why I said I was gonna do that part after. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do the other eye, put on, do a little cleanup there, and then put on my complexion products, and then we'll be back. We'll finish the eyes, the under part of the eyes, in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm back, y'all. This is what I've done while I was off camera. I did all my complexion products, put on some cheek products, and of course my foundation, eyebrows, eyeliner, lashes. I did the other eye. like I said I was going to. Now I want to finish up underneath the lash line. I did put some mascara down under there before I put the lashes, but anyway, I'm going to go back into the palette, and I want to use that shade called Lure, which is that light brown one. It transfers light brown onto the skin, and I'm just going to take this little flat brush that I used for the eyes with it, and I'm just going to run that underneath the lash line. And we're going to give it a little bit of definition here. Just like that, just to help make the eyes look bigger. And extend that to the corner where the eyeliner comes down and meets the lashes. Just like that. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to wipe off this brush. I want to use this same brush, and I've just got my makeup eraser right here that I'm using as a like a makeup towel to wipe my brushes off. And I want to go into this palette that I was using for my cheek products. It's the Physicians All-Star palette. And this shade right here that I used on my cheeks, it's like a mineral, kind of a highlighter powder, but look at it. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. So I want to try this as an inner corner highlight just to see, you know, how I can get that to pop. So let me find a mirror here, because this is kind of close-up work right here, and I just want to pop that right there. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That is beautiful. This shade really surprised me in the All-Star palette. You know, when you first look at it, it's got that white shine, and then when you swatch it, there's like a finish that y'all can see, like around the edges there, that really white shine. But then when you swatch it, it comes down to like this, looks almost like a flesh color. But when you put it on the brush or your finger or whatever, it's still that white, shiny color, which I'm very happy about, because I really wanted that color. That is a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And so I was excited when it transferred the way it did onto my skin. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm really excited about that. So I'm just going to take a little of that same product, and I'm going to put it underneath the brow bone, just because I'm so excited about it. And let's just see what we can do here. I just want to go right there where the arch is, just ever so lightly on both sides. Wow, it does not take much of this at all. So I'm just going to wipe off what the excess, and that way I can blend this. It doesn't take much of this at all. Look at that, y'all. So I'm just kind of blending that into what's there that I laid down earlier. Oh my gosh, y'all. This palette, this All-Star palette right here, y'all, it's got, let me show you what it looks like. It's got two bronzers, the Murmuru bronzer, and then this one, which is the one I used today. Then you've got 2 highlighters here, and then you've got like a finishing powder, and then this beautiful blush, which I used the blush today too. So I used the bronzer, this highlighter, and this blush today. And wow, look at my cheeks. And then I set, you know, all those products down with a setting spray. So back to the Alter Ego palette, the Artemis palette. This shade that I used underneath the lash line and up above the transition color, it's called Lure. Even though it looks dark in the pan, it transfers very light. And here, let me just swatch it again just so you can see. And it's a really pretty color. It's a cool tone, kind of a brown. There you go. It's got like a sheen to it, and there's a creaminess about it that it doesn't feel like a Super Shock cream, but it's a different type of a cream. But anyway, the finish on the skin is not as obvious as it is in the pan. In the pan, it looks almost like it's hard pan, but it's not. And there's several shades in this palette that are like that. It's really, really unique. So anyway, but the shadows perform very well. And this is about the 3rd time that I've used this palette. I'm not disappointed that I've got it. There's still several more shades that I need to try. And I'm just super drawn to all these yummy greens. Look at that. There's just so many pretty greens. There's another one right there. It's kind of a bluish green. And then there's that olive. I mean, there's just so many beautiful, beautiful greens in this palette that I'm just super drawn to for fall. But anyway, I'm really glad that Mare picked out all of these warm tones today. The orange and the red, and then that yummy gold, and of course that transition color, Entice, which is like a camel type of a yellowish brown. Really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, let's do a lip look, y'all. And I've got a new lipstick I want to use. I'm going to go in with the Basic Beauty Latte lip liner, though. First off, and I'm going to line my lips. This is so creamy. And it's almost identical to the lipstick I want to use. And this lip liner has a lot of warmth in it. So I'm going in with the Peachy Nudes in the shade called Me from Juvia's Place. Gorgeous color. Look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic. I knew I was going to like this. So beautiful, beautiful, warm, you know, peaches and browns and just awesome, awesome shades. I'm super stoked with the way this turned out. That highlighter is beaming and I am in love with it as well. Okay, I'm going to quit. That's it for me today, you guys. Super pretty. Goes with my top really, really well. Love this palette. This is a dupe for, I forgot the name of it. But anyway, a Natasha Denona palette. But this one has, I believe, more shades than the Natasha Denona one. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. There's 28 shades in this palette. So beautiful, very affordable. I didn't pay very much for it. I think it was like $15. This one was like $14 at Ulta. I mean, it's worth it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, Okay, you guys, that's it from me today. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Woohoo! Mr. Fantastic says, give Lori a thumbs up. And then, of course, the playlist is down below where you guys can get around to see all the other ladies. Thank you to Mary for putting this collab together. And thank you to my buddy Mare for picking out my shades. I appreciate all that you guys do. And I will see you all in the next video. God bless you today is my prayer. We'll see you next time. Bye.